not to forget my trusty pocket-sized notebook. My hand reaches reflexively for my wrist rocket before I realize what I'm doing. My arm hangs in the air, conflicted. 14 whole years, and I've never gone out without my wrist rocket. Ever. But today is different. Today is the day I put everything from last summer and beyond behind me. Today is the day I start living in the real world. The wrist rocket joins the bandanas and shirt in the basket. Downstairs, breakfast is as usual. Dad's behind the paper. Erica's pouring too much syrup and Mom's teasing her for it. Eggs, bacon, and coffee are the prevalent smells. They occupy much of the table. There's ham, yogurt, and some toaster strudels to go with them. One thing is different, though. Uncle Jack, Dad's brother from Philly, has started his Labor Day visit earlier this year. He sits at the table this morning. Uncle Jack rarely makes breakfast, often preferring to sleep in, but the few times he does, his presence always makes the table seem off balance. Not just because he's the tallest person there, taller than Dad even, but because it's a 4-person table, and we've only ever had 4 chairs. His presence means more plates, cutlery, and food than usual. It also means Erica's shunted aside, and Uncle Jack's rogue armchair now occupies a good chunk of that side of the table. The nature of the table changes when Uncle Jack's here, too. On a regular day, it's mostly Mom asking us about any plans with our friends, with Dad looking up from his paper to chime in when he needs to. Sometimes Erica gets on one, and when I have time for her, I respond. But otherwise, the table is mostly a comfortable kind of quiet. Except when Uncle Jack comes around. He always has something to say. "Ooh, first day outfit," Mom says, the first to see me come down the stairs. She claps her hands. "Let me go get my camera." "Mom, really?" I sling my bag over the chair, pluck a piece of bacon, and slip it in my mouth. I don't hate it when Mom takes photos. I love it, in fact. But I can't tell her that, because then she'll never stop. "Looking good, son," says Uncle Jack. Dad lowers the paper, peers over it, and harumphs. He doesn't like it when Uncle Jack calls me son. He says nothing about my clothes either, which usually means he approves. "Looking good," says Erica. "Seems to me like someone's overcompensating on their first day." She leans over. "Where's your bandana? Or your wrist rocket?" "Don't be a..." I look at Dad to see if his view is obstructed by the paper before I mouth the word asshole. "Language, son," Dad says from behind the paper. I make a face at Erica. She makes one back. "Maybe you think you're like Clark Kent with his glasses," she says. "But even without that bandana, everyone will still know you're a loser." "Oh, shut up. What do you know about Clark Kent?" I pack some eggs, ham, and strudels onto my plate, then pour some orange juice into a glass. "Oh, what? You think I have to be like your nerdy ass to know about superheroes?" "Language, Erica," says Dad. Uncle Jack chuckles. "Look at your filthy mouths. You two spend too much time watching movies." Mom returns with the camera, but puts it aside while we dig into breakfast. I wolf down as much as my mixed feelings about first day will allow. Uncle Jack has come down with his portable transistor radio, which is playing softly in the background. It's tuned to Hawkins FM. Sometimes we get stations from Philly, especially if we go outside, sit on the deck, and plug into the long-range aerial antenna outside. "I've been thinking, Uncle Jack," I say. "What happened to the people who didn't die in that bombing you were telling me about?" "Huh?" Uncle Jack swallows his coffee. "Those broadcasts we heard when we managed to get the Philly station a few weeks ago, about some people at Osage Avenue who called themselves Move? They were bombed by the Philadelphia Police Department for being too loud or something." At the head of the table, Dad lowers his paper. Not quickly, like when he wants to say something, but slowly, like when he wants to listen. "Ah, that," says Uncle Jack. "Government still denies it, you know. 61 row houses right in the middle of the city. 61! And just like that, poof! All for what? Because black folks loving ourselves is too loud for them." He shakes his head.